Hello friends, in this video we are going to see flow of viscous fluid through circular pipe. So this is the case 1 where we are going to see flow of viscous fluid through circular pipe. So let me keep the dimensions of the pipe here. So first of all, so this is a circular pipe and this is the flow direction you can see, and R is the radius of the pipe, capital R. I will write here, capital R is the radius of the pipe, and this is the distance of the point. So I'm writing y here. Y represents the distance of the point must be measured from the pipe wall, and let us say I'm keeping a point here r, small r. Small r represents the distance of the point must be measured from center line. So finally I want to say here r is measured from the center line always, and y is measured from the pipe wall. So the first one, as you can see, this is the velocity profile. So I want to keep the labeling here for the velocity profile. So here velocity is minimum at the wall, v minimum equal to 0, and velocity is maximum at the center, and here also v equal to 0 at the wall. This is the velocity profile, and this profile is parabolic. This profile is parabolic. Okay, coming to the next one, shear stress profile, you can see here, which is linear. So maximum shear stress is at the wall, tau max I can write here, and shear stress minimum at the center, tau minimum, which is 0, and this is also known as tau wall. So shear stress at the wall is also known as tau wall or tau naught, correct, or tau naught. So in this figure we are going to see the velocity profile and shear stress distribution and the details about these profiles. Okay, so first of all we are going to see 1a. You can see first case, shear stress distribution. Shear stress distribution is given by the formula tau is equal to minus of dou p by dou x into r by 2, dou p by dou x into r by 2, small r by 2. What is the importance of this equation? What is the importance of this equation? I want to tell you. So this shear stress distribution tells you that whatever be the value of r you are keeping here, you will get the shear stress at that point. That means this is the general formula for finding the shear stress at any point inside the pipe, provided you are going to give the value of a small r. Let us take any point. Suppose let us take any point for the shear stress. I am taking at the center. At the center, correct. What is the value of r here at the center? At the center, the value of r is 0. Correct. R is 0. So put r equal to 0. What is the shear stress tau? You are getting 0. Right. So definitely it is minimum. So this is the general formula for finding shear stress at any point inside the pipe. You just give the value of r, you'll get the shear stress at that point. Okay. So in this equation, you can see here your dou p by dou x across the section is constant. Dou p by dou x is constant. So shear stress tau directly varies with the r, correct? R, small r. What is the power of r? Power of r is 1, correct? Power of r is 1. So shear stress varies directly with the radius r, that is linearly varying, you can say. Shear stress varies linearly with the radius r. Look at this line. Shear stress varies directly with the radius r, correct? So that's why we are having linear variation. At the center it is 0 and at the wall it is maximum. Now let's go to velocity distribution. The general formula is u equal to minus of 1 by 4 mu dou p by dou x r square minus of r square. So just like tau is the shear stress at any point, same here it is the general formula for finding the velocity at any point. Very, very important formula. A small u represent the velocity at any point. Mu is your dynamic viscosity, you know that. Dou p by dou x is the pressure gradient. Capital R is the radius of the pipe. Small r is the point where you want to find the velocity. So u is equal to minus of 1 by 4 mu dou p by dou x r square minus r square. In this particular equation, dou p by dou x r and mu is constant, correct? So I can say definitely your u directly varies with the square of r. U directly varies with the square of r. So velocity distribution is parabolic in nature. So we got the reason why the velocity distribution is parabolic. This is because of the equation only. And the most important question I want to tell you, what is the formula of Reynolds number, sir? Reynolds number is rho v d by mu. And you know that what is v here? V is your average velocity, correct? Average velocity. When you want to find the discharge q, q equal to area into velocity. What is this velocity? This velocity is also your average velocity, correct? So average velocity is very, very important. So definitely we should know that how to find the average velocity and where is the location of average velocity. So this is given here as a note in the last line. You can say average velocity occurs at r equal to r by root 2. Very, very important, sir. R equal to r by root 2 or 0.707 of capital R. That means where is the location of V average will be coming? Look at the diagram here. I am drawing here location of V average. So V average will be here, average velocity. Also you can say here V average. Okay. And so this point is lying at a distance of r by root 2 from the center, 0.707 of capital R. Okay. So please remember this value, very, very important whenever you are going to solve the numerical for average velocity. And average velocity is very important. Most of the questions will be linked directly or indirectly to average velocity. And let's go to the next slide for the next section. So in this particular page also we are going to see flow viscous fluid through circular pipe. It continues here, and we are going to see 1c. After 1a 1b we are having 1c point, ratio of maximum velocity to average velocity. How to find this ratio? What is the ratio of maximum to average velocity? So we know that in a pipe maximum velocity occurs at r equal to 0. Look at this. This is the location of V max, maximum velocity, and average velocity I told you it will be here, V average, and I told you the location. This is pipe wall. You can see wall, and small r represent the distance of any point from the center line, and this is the flow direction definitely. Okay, so maximum velocity occurs at r equal to 0, no doubt. So this is the general formula. How to find the value of maximum velocity? We have the general formula, which wherever you want to find out the velocity, you just put the point. Suppose you want to find the velocity at the center. So center, what is the value of r? R equal to 0. Put r equal to 0, you will get the maximum velocity. So same way we have done it here. U max equal to, if you put r equal to 0, how much you are getting? Minus of 1 by 4 mu dou p by dou x r square. Look at the numerator, exactly same. U average, put r equal to r by root 2 for average velocity. So if you put r equal to r by root 2, what you will get? Minus of 1 by 4 mu, I am writing here, dou p by dou x, correct, r square minus of r square. So r square is your r by root 2 whole square. So r square by 2 I am getting. So if you simplify, minus of 1 by 4 mu dou p by dou x into r square. R square minus of r square by 2 is your r square by 2. So finally it is minus of 1 by 8 mu dou p by dou x into r square. Correct, exactly what I have written here, you can see. Now if you take the ratio, you will get 2. That means what is the conclusion? Your maximum velocity is 2 times of average velocity. Correct. So your average velocity must be, mostly it is less than the maximum velocity, but it can be sometimes average velocity can be equal to maximum velocity also. Average velocity can never be greater than the maximum velocity. It can be either equal or less. So here I can see definitely average velocity is less than the maximum velocity. So 2 times of average velocity equals the maximum velocity in the pipe, which is at the center. Okay, now definitely when the fluid flows inside the pipe, there is a head loss due to friction or because of viscosity. Look at this 1D point. Drop a pressure head for a given length of pipe. So P1 minus P2. So we know that P1 minus P2 is a pressure drop. When you want to find out head, P1 minus P2 by rho g, correct? So P1 minus P2 by rho g, it also represented by HF equal to 32 mu u bar L by rho g d square. This is the formula, and this formula is known as Hagen-Pauli equation. This formula is known as Hagen-Pauli equation. 32 mu is viscosity, u bar is average velocity, L rho g d square. D is diameter, L is the length of the pipe. And I want to tell you about average velocity. There are many symbols used for average velocity. V bar also written as average velocity, or U bar. Both are average velocity representing. Second one, many people or many books you can see like V average or U average. All are representing average velocity. So don't confuse. V mean also we are telling you, V mean or U mean. Now all these symbols represent average velocity. Okay. Thank you.